All right. Transparency in the chair, let me tell you, has nothing to do with hair, but stories that derive from the chair.
My name is Rae. My co-pilot is Kay. We are two hairstylists with over 50 years of combined industry experience, ownership, platform artistry, salon education, and mentorship. We are both two sages that have stories to tell.
All right, and you know how juicy it can get. It could be any chair. Think about any chair that you sit on. There's a story in the chair.
With authentic and transparent moments, we are bringing you the juice to you, along with our perspectives, of course.
This is what we're bringing to you every week with confidence and knowledge and nuggets that you will leave this podcast with so much inner feelingness, so much knowledge, so much power, empowerment. So tune in every week and we're going to drop the nuggets on you with special guests from time to time. So don't miss out. Join in to Transparency in the Chair.
Hey.
Sister.
Feels like we've been gone so long.
We have.
Cut to the chase, then. Cut to the chase.
We kind of have.
We have.
Because life has been life.
Life has definitely been life.
On so many aspects.
So many aspects and levels.
And levels.
And mountains.
Yeah.
And valleys.
Right.
But you don't stay in the valley. You don't stay in the valley. You got to come out.
Visit. And short visit.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
We have a new guest today.
We do.
Mm-hmm. So first, what are we going to talk about today?
We are going to talk about dating in the third chapter of our lives.
Yes, and this is a part of a 3-part series.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about relationships and the things that come with them,
right?
Your baggage, your issues, your trauma.
Absolutely.
And we're going to have some wonderful guests from a male perspective, a female perspective, and we're going to have Dr. Sam back on, which I am really excited about.
I wonder why.
Because,
dun, dun, dun,
you know what? You make me sick in advance. So why don't you introduce from our male perspective today?
Well, yes. So this is one of my husband's great friends.
Okay.
In the weddings, been knowing us for a long time. Very intellectual. So I was like, we need a male perspective when we talk about dating. And he's single. So I was like, he has his own podcast or whatever. Him and the guys are talking.
Nice.
So I was like, okay, this might be a nice spin on talking about relationships from a male perspective. Because we always try to give you a male perspective when we do our thing.
Right.
So it's not just coming from a female side, And so it'll be very interesting to hear, how men really think and perceive what we do and say. And
yeah.
Don't put too much pressure on me.
The pressure.
Speaking for the whole male race.
Right. The weight is on you. So this is Mr. Zeno, and I'll let him give you a little more tidbit about himself.
All right, Mr. Zeno.
Welcome to our podcast.
What's
Zeno.
up? Ladies, I am excited. I'm privileged. I'm honored to be on here. My name is Zeno. First and foremost, most people have known me from being in the fitness industry, being a personal trainer, being a gym owner for over 20 years now. And, I've gotten to the podcast game. And so I have a podcast with me and my guys called At the End of the Day Podcast. Okay. Check us out, man. We trying to give the male perspective on a lot of different things. And we feel like that a lot of times our voice is not heard and we're not getting our side out. So,
okay.
So that's what I'm on.
Okay. Well, hopefully you could invite us to your podcast.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Spice it up a little bit.
Yeah,
Right. So
I'm excited because, a lot of times we're thinking they're thinking one thing and we're wrong.
Are we?
No, I was saying that to be nice.
Okay. Yes.
Let's go.
Right. Let's go. So definitely our show is called Transparency in the Chair. We definitely like to be transparent with ourselves, our audience, and, giving information, giving nuggets to make life a little bit better, a little sweeter, a little bit more understanding. That's the purpose of our podcast. We hear stories in the chair. And so I'm like, I know I'm hearing this relationship thing over every day.
Yes.
My clients are talking about the dating thing, and it's scary.
Yes. And when we say third chapter, guys, we're talking about, we've been dating, we've been through some things. We have some childhood traumas. We have some baggage, if you will. It's not just, fresh out the gate, fresh out of high school, or fresh out of college, and we're still learning. We're always learning, but, dating at this point in our lives, we've experienced some things, and that changes our perspective on dating. It changes how we look at the opposite sex or the same sex, whatever we're doing. It just changes things. But sometimes we don't let go of those things. So Zeno, what has been your experience with dating? Living a minute.
Are you single first?
Yeah, I'm single.
You single?
I'm single.
I just gotta ask again. I might,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I am single, and just dating in this climax, like you said, we've had our experiences, we had our trauma, and it's like for me personally, being divorced, kids, it's totally different now. You know what I'm saying? It's not how it was when I was in my 20s or early 30s. It's totally different for me, and so even just the whole process of dating is just a different experience for me. Totally, I had to really kind of like acclimate myself and figure out like, okay, these things didn't work for me. So moving forward, what did I learn? And moving forward, what do I need to be looking for? So it kind of changes the game for you. It changed the game for me for sure.
Okay. So do you like kind of just let it happen, or do you like actively go to places? Do you go to bars?
I'm real traditional. Like I've never did nothing wrong with it online dating. I have clients that I've worked with, couples, people I know that's got met online and they're married and had a successful long marriage or whatnot. So not knocking anything like that, but I just learned for me personally just to just kind of stay purpose driven, and if something attracts, something lines up, that's kind of how I am at this climate of as far as dating. If something flows with me, sticks with me, I gotta, I'll bring it into my life. But outside of that, I really don't look for dating. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would want to be with a significant other. I'm a traditional man to where, I would want to have a wife and live happily ever after. But, I just understand that at this point in my life where I'm at, it's like I got to, stay focused. I got these kids I need to take care of.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, it's like if something falls into place to where it lines up with my life and my belief system, my moral code and compass, then I'm down.
What is your belief system?
Look, what does that look like?
No, I'm just, when I say my belief system, my moral code or moral compass, I'm just looking for somebody that just kind of has the same upbringing I had. I come from a traditional family, mom and dad, you know what I'm saying? We was a religious-based family or whatnot. Just somebody that can build with. I want to make sure that when I come home, my home is in a good environment, a happy environment. I want to come home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I want to come home. And so just mainly just a person that just lines up with my belief codes and my belief systems of what I live by, my moral compass that I go by. For the most part, I try to be upfront and say how I feel. Okay. And I'm like, hey, this ain't working out.
Right.
Right. But I wouldn't ghost anybody. I feel like that's whack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's whack.
I've been ghosted before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was before I had kids though. It was like, I had to be like in my 20s, like just getting out of college. Like ghosted, like he went to a whole nother city though.
Damn. Didn't say nothing?
Nothing.
What he got what he wanted?
No, we was dating for a while.
Okay.
It was just...
And then he just
moved to another city?
And didn't say nothing?
That's crazy.
Nothing. And it was so crazy because I was doing his family's hair. I was like, they were my clients. So, of course, I'm like, have you heard from him? Is he dead?
Right.
Did something
So
happen?
It was a big secret.
Yeah. And they was like, no, he's fine. What do you mean? He didn't. I said, I just haven't heard from him. He's gone. And they was like, well, he moved to Dallas. I was like, what?
Dang.
They was like, so that's how I was getting the information because I was still doing his aunt's hair, his niece's hair, his little cousin.
Wow.
And I'm like, damn, what is all that bad?
But did he answer the phone?
Nothing.
None of the things.
None of the things.
Dang.
And I'm like, was it me? They was like, well, I talked to him and it wasn't. I'm like, what is happening?
Right.
And they said it was all him. He just wasn't ready for this. I said I wasn't pushing him to do anything.
Right.
Like, what do you mean? I don't know if it was some self-reflection he was going through. He wanted to be a better man. I don't know.
Did he move to another place like for a job or?
No.
He just moved. He just got up and left. Oh, well, he might have had some stuff going
Some
on.
issues, something.
We ain't gonna say mental. We ain't gonna say mental.
He stand up for the brother.
We don't know the facts, okay?
I'm always good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just move.
It has to be mental. Must be.
Right. Yeah. But I do want to go back a little bit. He said that sometimes he believes that women also show up with their representative.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
came across a post on Instagram where this lady, I wish I should have saved it, but the lady was talking about the phases of marriage and how we are all looking at it wrong. And they said what you don't realize is when you meet the person in the first phase, of course you're gonna love them and oh my God, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. Even if you date them for a year, that's still the representative. And oh my God, you want to do this and that, and then it's and now we're planning and we're tasting cakes and da 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 da. And they said every 7 to 10 years, you're married to a different person.
Yes.
Now you have to love this person this way because this person is a different person. Then that next segment, this is a different man, this is a different woman. Yeah. You have to learn to accept this. Then this next phase is this.
Yes.
So staying in a marriage and making it work, the communication, the listening and understanding, but you also have to learn who this new person is while that person is learning who you are. Yeah. And it's phases. And she's like, it's a quack because nobody talks about this in the beginning. You know, nobody talks about how you're going to change through life.
Right.
And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, it's not the representative of 3 months. It's the first 7 to 10 years.
Right. You know, I cannot stand my all-time hateration statement
is
we used to do this and we used to do that. You used to do this. You used to be like that. Da, da, da. That every day I'm new. Forget the year. Every day I am
okay.
I'm a new Kay every day.
Okay.
Like seriously.
But you're whimsical. You're just
right. I'm just like with the wind. I'm one of those people. And so when you hold me to this standard of, when I first met you, you used to be like this. I'm like, okay, situations occur that might alter me. You know, maturity alters me, you know, and all of the things alters me. So I'm like, it's best to say, okay, let me see how you're showing up today. Yeah. You know, because all of it is me, but it's different facets of me. Does that make sense?
But I think for men that's hard. That's hard to change is hard.
Right.
You changing and flipping up and switching up.
But men change too, and they be acting like they don't.
I, for the most part, what men want across the board.
Across the board.
We want our stomach full. We want our balls empty. You know what I'm saying? And show me some love.
Damn, I ain't never heard it said like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like for the most part, every man wants that.
Our balls empty.
So it's like hey. You're gonna have to do a little work. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But what all I'm saying is it's like, you know, I understand that. I know that people change throughout the years. Lives, right? I understand that, but you switching up and not doing a lot of the pillar things that got me in that relationship, that's gonna be hard for me to accept.
But you know, but I think also for men, what they don't realize is, especially like when you're younger, yes, everything's always on and popping. Once you start dating a more mature woman, there's physical things that God designed our bodies
not to do.
Like when our hormones are now depleted.
You don't see his face. Look at his face.
Listen, libido is out the door. You know what I'm saying? And because estrogen is a big thing that makes women want to have sex and have orgasms and all of the things, right? And the way we were built, unfortunately, as you get older, that stuff kind of diminishes. Like,
I mean, Father Time hits everybody. You know what I'm saying? But what are you doing? Like, you know, me being from the gym industry, me being in the fitness industry, what are you doing to support you having more energy, being more healthy, you know what I'm saying, not being so tired? Like, I feel like it's all lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that a lot of times those things happen when the priority stop being that relationship and start being other things, you know, whether it's kids, whether it's job, career, but you still got to stay grounded on what you committed to.
Right.
You know
I mean, you commit to that, but okay, career is a big thing for anybody in their relationship, you know? Yeah. And then if you were a person that didn't have as much responsibility when we met, and then now I do, there's no way that I could be this person with less responsibilities as now this bigger person in the boss. And I feel like in relationships that as my spouse, you should understand that. And a lot of times men do not understand that. They be like, I don't care what you got going on. I still want
They
stuff.
want what they want.
Yeah.
Look, I was going through marriage counseling. The marriage counselor said this to me and my significant other at the time. They was like, it's okay for you to say what you want. Like, express what you want, say what you want. Whether you get it or not is cool, but I feel like that's where the disconnect is. Okay, you're saying I got these new responsibilities, I can't do what I used to do, but there's no different game plan. You're not telling me what you're gonna do. You just giving me an excuse and telling me that you can't do these things anymore. But can we come to an arrangement? Can we pick one day out the month? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, case in point. So if I said to you, hey, babe, you know what? I got all this going on now, da-da-da-da-da, right? You as my provider, protector, and all of the things, do you then say to me, okay, babe, I hear we are in a crisis. This is what goes on. How can I better show up for you? Or how can we make this work that we're both not angry birds or whatever that is? Do we have that conversation? Or are you just like, okay, I heard what you said, and then that's that?
That's tricky. You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely have to have more content to the situation. But the type of man I am, I'm like, I hear what you're saying. That's cool. Because I want to be the person to make sure that, you know, if we have some issues or some gaps in our finances that I fill in the blank. So I'm like, okay, do what you got to do, but I'm going to make sure the ship still keep going. I need to be taken care of.
Period.
Still. You know what I'm saying? Still. I'm going to respect you and what you got going on, but I know at the end all be all, I'm where the buck stops. You know what I'm saying?
Kids come into play.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 when kids come into play in a relationship, the woman is the one that's doing majority of the things. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, and then a man still, you'll just go to work and you know what I'm saying?
Different strokes for different folks. Because I know that when I was married, you know what I'm saying, and I had my kids, I was a very involved father.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a girl dad.
Okay.
I got nothing but girls. Okay. So I did pretty much everything except for do their hair. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that, you know, we can share these roles and situations to free you up. It should not be an excuse. Like, I feel like as a man, you should be able to fill you up. Like you said, like, the woman is predominantly taking care of the kids all the time. I mean, that's not right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you got to come up with a game plan.
Right, together. I mean, so do we bring that to the forefront or just assume that, girl, so what? Girl, listen, I hear you, but still, you know what I'm saying?
You got to come up
so
with a plan.
Where does the sacrifice come in as far as, hey, this is my person. I can see they're more busier with work, the children, whatever. So how do you...
I mean, you definitely got to be considerate.
You know what I mean?
You got to compromise, but we got to have a plan. When am I going to be taken care of? You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Like,
and don't forget either, we're talking about building a relationship. This is not a marriage.
Oh, this is building a relationship.
This is dating. This is just dating. So how much responsibility you going to give this man? If we just dating, this may or may not be this man's kids.
That's
so
the tough
is it
part,
different?
too. That's the tough part, too, because you hear about women when they're dating, they're like, I'll do this for my husband, but I ain't finna do that for you if I'm dating. I feel like you should date how you want to be.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Listening.
Facts.
Be who you're going to be in the whole relationship. Don't put it on. I know you respect, love, special treatments are earned or whatnot, but like, be who you're going to be in that relationship.
That makes sense.
If you're going to be somebody that cooks, cook. If you're going to be somebody that, you know what I'm saying, tidy up, clean up.
Do that.
Do that. Like, don't make me feel like, because think about it, as a man, when I'm coming in, for me to even get in the door, I've had to check so many boxes.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I've had to check so many boxes just to get in the door with you.
Right.
Because you've already had from the jump. You've had your expectations. You had your standards. You know what I'm saying? For me to even be in this position.
Right.
And then I got to prove some more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't fair. That ain't fair. That ain't fair.
Look,
That
I
ain't
get
fair.
it. I mean,
That ain't fair.
I would say for me, so I'm married, but for me, I've never did the representative thing. Like, when you meet me, that's it. Like, I'm not the one that's going to be like, oh, my God, you can't see me with my hair combed, or, oh, you can only see me with makeup on, or all of the things. You know, I'm like, hey, from day one, because I'm not going to cook. I don't cook, so I'm not going to be pretending like I cook. You know what I'm saying?
Just let me know.
Right. You know, if I'm just like a free bird, I'm gonna be a free bird from day one. You know,
Look, you ain't gonna be like Whitley on A Different World.
No.
When she woke up before Dwayne and went and brushed her teeth and pulled her skin back and fixed her hair.
No.
She was like,
you know, so I know how to represent when we're going out and all of the things. But I've always been a very like organic person. Like, this is who I am, because I don't want to. I don't have time for the representative. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna call me out and say you used to blah 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 blah. No, I never did.
never did.
Nope, never
Don't
did.
plan on it.
Nope.
I agree on keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real, and like I say, what's gonna stick, gonna stick.
And especially in the third quarter, you're tired of doing all that, man. So
Right.
you ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
Right.
This is what it is.
The timing is
This what it
limited.
is.
You know what I'm saying?
This
The
is what it
timing
is.
is a little
This
more
how I'ma
limited. Because we're in third quarter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you've shifted through and see what you don't like, what you do like, and this and the other. So you already know probably about 2 weeks in, okay.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna work for me.
Yeah.
Also, if you've been married and divorced, or married and divorced a couple times, you already have learned what a husband should and should not be, what a wife should and should not be.
Hopefully.
Or hopefully.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
If you've taken time to reflect and learn,
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and you hopefully don't want to repeat those toxic things,
Right.
Yeah.
And so you go into the next relationship a little differently. You should,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know I hear a lot of times they'll you keep attracting the same type of man,
Yes.
or you keep attracting the same type of woman, you know. So it's like,
What do you think about that?
when do you stop and evaluate that?
I've been guilty of that. You know what I'm saying? I just think that people preferences are their preferences.
Even though when you know it's to your demise.
But sometimes it's second nature. It's second nature. Like, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's a reflex. You know what I'm saying? The person that you attract to, the person you like, is a reflex for the most part.
Well, maybe the part that broke y'all up may not be the part, you know, maybe the part that you like, okay, but I'm not going to look for that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I'm going to be quiet.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sip the tea on that
Go
one.
ahead.
Give us the tea.
Come on.
Next question.
So, how do you think, you know, like, I always say, when you hear your person talking to you, do you hear them, or is it like every other word, or no, I didn't say that, or do you just come up with these conclusions of what thought I said? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big thing in relationships. It's like, what the hell are you talking about, man? I didn't even say that.
Right.
No, but you was thinking it. What?
No, you're not a psychic.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, relationships are very complicated. What I'm hearing now in the chair, it's a lot. Well, the other day, so I went out for somebody's birthday, right? And we went to a lounge, right? And so back in my day, you know, we go out. You gonna have some numbers. I'm gonna have some numbers. You gonna have some numbers, because people are walking around and like, hey, what's your name? Can I get you a drink? Da da da. All of the things. Let's exchange numbers. You're doing that. When I said this is a scary time in the climate to be dating, what I seen was they're in sections. So you and your homies got a section, right? So y'all in y'all section. I got my section with me and my homies or whatever we're, you know, celebrating or whatever, right? At no point do you try to come to my section and say, hey, can I talk to you for a second? You know what I'm saying? You stay in your section. No time you leave your section.
How many times that backfire when it's a girls' night out and you go over there and try to holler at one of the girls, and you could mess around and get roasted. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Come on, we doing our thing tonight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know, in my mind,
no
I'm sitting
meaning
at
allowed.
girls' night.
Exactly. Like that's why we in our section. That's why we in our clique.
They don't want rejection.
But then,
You know what I'm saying?
But then I'm like, so you over there just buying your homie a drink when there's this lady over here that you possibly could like, instead of just taking a chance on it, because I'm like, it's killing dating. It is literally killing dating, because most people meet each other at social events, right? And so if we're not being social with other people, it's this divide and the division, and it's like,
and hopefully,
where am I going to meet you at the stoplight or something?
And hopefully, in a single world of living in a third chapter, people are not buried in their phones at the club.
They
you know,
are.
Because that's what's happening.
They are.
Do you?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Most people,
I'm usually talking to whoever I'm with.
right?
You know what I'm
Most
saying?
people in our age group,
Or people watching.
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
people watch.
yeah, I do
Yeah,
that too.
yeah,
I do
I
too.
do.
I be like, look.
Look at them. Look at them. This that nigga third shot.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, he gone. He gone.
Yeah.
He gone.
Right.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
it's that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Right.
like, that's where this online situation has come up, and it's dominating dating. People are doing a lot of online dating.
Listen, I have two cousins. They found their husbands online. They have been married 20 plus years.
Right.
Right when online dating became a thing.
Yeah.
And their sisters, one of them found their husband, so the other sister said, well, let me try. And when I tell you, they've been together.
Diamonds in the rough, huh?
What?
Because then my other friend, she dated and got 2 kids, and they ain't together now because he was a so crazy person.
Online?
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's the luck of the draw. I mean,
Shot
but that
of
could be
the
in the grocery
Yeah.
store too.
Yeah,
But you know
that's
what
true.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I wish that it could reverse itself the course of time to where people communicate more. You know, I'm like, how many times have you seen somebody in your singleness and be like, man, she cute, and then you just never ever say anything to her?
A lot of time.
Why?
That's just what it is. Like this our whole society now, even the dating culture is like it's communication skills are just handicapped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do women ever approach you?
Sometimes.
How would that feel?
It could be aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be flattering.
Do you feel like a piece of meat? Because I mean, if you're a trainer, they're probably
Yeah,
saying, "Dang,
of course
ooh,
I-
you
yeah,
fine."
you know
Blah
what I'm
blah blah.
saying?
blah,
Of
blah.
course.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Like
Like
women
I'm on
feel
the
like a piece of
charcuterie
meat.
board. I'm
Yeah.
prime on the charcuterie board. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what you gonna do to me, ma'am? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Nobody want to feel like a piece of
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But no, it could be flattering. It could, like you say, it could make you feel like a piece of meat. It just depends on the person.
Right.
If you're attracted to that person, you don't care.
Right. That's true.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true. I mean, because I've heard, a lot of things that my clients say. They'll meet the guy, they talk till 3, 4 in the morning, get them to go to work, and then they're talking all the time, a week in, then it's like,
Ghost. Yeah.
And I got a question too. Oh wait, I want to ask you a question. No, that was it.
I'm like, what the hell is that about?
I don't know, but I do know this. That's well, I guess I'm chiming kind of off for you because when I listen to my girls talk, it's like
Your daughters?
yes, my
Okay.
daughters. They're like, if I say, we still say you go with him. That's our term. But it's like they have dating, they have talking to, they have going out with.
Situationships.
Yeah, and I'm like, aren't dating and going out with the same thing? No, that's not the same thing. If I'm like, what are all of these levels?
Is it level?
Right.
All of these levels of
Or
this.
maybe they understand something that we didn't.
I don't know, but I'm like,
I think it's just people don't feel comfortable. It's titles. You know what I'm saying?
right, and
the
then
titles
they're
matter
telling
now
me if you're
more
just
than
talking
ever.
to, you could talk to multiple people.
Titles bring entitlement though. If this person is this person, you know what I'm saying? They have. Hey, I don't want you going there tonight. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I don't want you wearing that tonight. You know what I'm saying? If they got this title, you know what I'm saying? If you put them on, so I think a lot of times people feel like that. Like you don't want to put a certain title on it because it's gonna put certain entitlements that person feel that they have over you. So that's maybe you know what I'm saying? That's my
That's your opinion.
conspiracy theory.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, tell me this: what can you tell women that are trying to date in the 3rd chapter that they may be doing wrong from a male perspective? If you want to be on the show or you have a show idea, email us at transparencyinthechair@outlook.com, or you can visit our website at transparencyinthechair.hair. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, but watch our full episodes on YouTube. Transparency in the Chair, y'all. Let's get transparent.
Put all your stress aside and let the music take you anywhere like tide. Cause it's me they calling the real loco. Must play when I on the flow. Gal bend over and touch their toe. Everybody don't know the flow. Party turn up and turn over. Over and over.